The crisis at our southern border. Building a wall. It's not something you always want to talk about with friends, family, neighbors even, or at dinner. May not be polite conversation right now. And that's absurd, because we should all be able to agree, as I think that most of the world has come to acknowledge, in the media world inside the United States, even from the far left, New York Times reporters finally realize that there is a crisis at our border. I'll take you back though just a year ago, and you were mocked by the left if you said there was a crisis at our border. Remember when it was, oh, the president, there's not a national emergency on our southern border. Do you know in all the legal challenges to President Trump's actions, there's not a single challenge to the declaration that there is a national emergency? Not one. They've challenged the funding, they've challenged the building of the wall. No one has challenged the president's decision or authority to declare a national emergency at the southern border. And why is that? Because we can all agree it's a horrendous situation. Thousands of people, way too many for our current facilities to handle, for our court systems to handle. So there's too many people coming across. There's too many that we're even apprehending. The backlog in the immigration courts is nearly 1 million cases. Literally right now we're at over 900,000. It's going to be right at 1 million by the time you're probably watching this, because those numbers are just ticking up as we go, of how many people have got cases backlogged. Now, I want to let you know, there was a big victory at the Supreme Court. The ACLJ was involved with this case all the way up. The Supreme Court actually took emergency action by the Supreme Court, green-lighting President Trump's ability to use funds to build the border wall. So those cases, they've all been challenging, not the president's authority to declare that it's a crisis, not the president's authority to declare that it's an emergency. I think everyone understands that. We've seen the horrendous imagery. We know about the overcrowding. We know that the courts are overloaded. I think we should all agree to that as Americans, because it's embarrassing as an American, as the most prosperous country in the world, to have a situation like this where we can't agree to solutions. Long-term and short-term solutions. Short-term, what to deal with all the people that are already under U.S. custody. Long-term, immigration reform, legal reform, and asylum reform. You've got to do that. The ACLJ is fighting every step of the way, at the district court level, at the circuit court level, and the Supreme Court stepped in to give President Trump a win. Emergency stay. Not just saying he can declare an emergency, but to green-light the building of the wall. If you support border security, go to aclj.org right now and sign our petition to stand up for securing our border. That's aclj.org.